Markets have had a very fantastic year this year. There may be fewer opportunities this year for tax loss selling than other years, although certain pockets of opportunity do exist. Erin, maybe you could share with us a few of these opportunities that investors should be considering right now.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit of a challenging year for those who are, maybe looking to do some tax loss harvesting in their portfolio, but there are definitely some opportunities. And as Dante was saying around, avoiding that superficial loss rule, ETFs really do make a nice way to keep that exposure on within those 30 days if you are looking to sell an individual stock. So I guess some examples that we found, if we look to the U.S. markets, are in the healthcare sector in particular. So
In a tough one.
companies like Pfizer, United Health Group, are examples of a couple stocks that are down on a year-to-date basis. And then a couple ETFs that you might look to replace that with if you do want to keep that, healthcare exposure on. ZXLV, our BMO Spider Healthcare Select Sector Index, or even a broad S&P 500 index ETF like ZSP, for example, could give you exposure to those names. Another area, consumer discretionary within U.S. equities, a couple names that were a little beat up this year: Nike, Constellation, even Starbucks, my favorite. And a couple ways you might, keep that exposure on, again, with ETFs would be with ZXLY, the BMO Spider Consumer Discretionary Select Sector Index ETF, or again, with just a broad BMO S&P 500 index product like ZSP. So some examples in the U.S. market. Here at home in Canada, we can look at companies like BCE or TELUS, and you might look to replace that with either a broad-based Canadian index product like ZCN or BMO S&P Composite Index ETF, or a Canadian Dividend ETF like ZDV. So lots of opportunities within the Canadian market along the utilities sector and oil and gas as well. Algonquin Power, Whitecap Resources, Canadian National Railway, all examples of them. But again, you can look to sort of sector-specific ETFs to fill that void in your portfolio if you want to keep some exposure to that sector while you wait at those 30 days.